Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to another You Pick the Card draw for Friday. The decks you have to choose from this week are on the left. This is the Anna Kay Tarot. In the middle is the Robin Wood Tarot. And on the right is the Old English Tarot. So I'm going to shuffle and select a card from each deck. And then you guys can pick away. Okay, so card from the Anna Kay is going to be this card. Okay, so there's the Anna Kay. Shuffle the Robin Wood. There is our card from the Robin Wood Tarot. And last but not least, the Old English Tarot. Okay, all right, so there you have it. Here are our cards for this Friday. Take a moment, take a look, figure out which one resonates most strongly with you, and then come on back and get your reading. Alright, ladies and gents, so if you picked card on the left, the Anna Kay Tarot, you got Judgment, Major Arcana number 20. Now, being 20, this is at the end of the Major Arcana, and all Major Arcana cards are about very, very significant themes in your life. The Judgment card is all about coming to the realization that you know what your life purpose is, that you actually feel reborn. You see how this woman is coming up. It looks like she's coming up out of this crypt. And very fitting that this is Easter weekend coming up, where, you know, Christ was crucified and was buried in the cave, and then he rose again on the third day. This woman is coming up out of this tomb into this golden sunlight, and this beautiful angel is standing there just watching this, and looks like children are just waiting to greet her, and there's a monk in the background who sort of is just kind of watching her procession into the outside world again. So it's like this woman, this person has been reborn. This person has been reborn and feels a renewed sense of purpose in their life, and just really, really feels like they are on a mission to do what they are meant to do. You know, you may have been thinking about what you want to do for your career. You may have been pondering changing jobs, or maybe going back to school to study something that you really want to do, or just doing something in your life that maybe everybody else thinks is preposterous, but deep down in your heart, you know, is like you're meant to do this, and you're just getting ready to do it. You're just coming up those steps. You're just about to walk outside and start doing it. So this is a very, very, very cool message, I think. I think this card is just giving you that that assurance that you are on the right path, and that it would be the right move for you. If you've been pondering making a major, major change, or doing something very, very different from what you now do, and it just feels right in your soul, it feels right in your heart, this card is telling you that, yes, you should do it. This will change your life. This could be a life-changing moment for you. So wow, what a beautiful, beautiful message that is. Wow. Okay, So if you picked the Robin Wood Tarot in the middle, you got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is a card about lack, as is pretty evident here. The Pentacles are a suit about money, they're about work, they're about the material world. So, you know, things that we see, that we interact with, that we do on a sort of mundane physical level of existence. And this card is about, it's about lack, but it's also about not seeing what is available to you. Because as you see, there's these two beggars here who are standing outside this church, and there's this beautiful stained glass window with 5 pentacles there, just, you know, right behind them, but they're not looking at it. You know, either they're not aware of it or they're choosing not to go inside for whatever reason. It could be pride. You know, maybe they feel like, you know, they want to try to make it on their own no matter how hard it is. They don't want to ask for help. They don't believe they need help. They believe they can do everything all on their own. This card can be about martyrdom. You know, it can be about really kind of playing the martyr. You know, like instead of, you know, reaching out and asking for help where there is help, you kind of prefer to do it all on your own. So if you are feeling this way, if you're feeling like either financially, like you're out in the cold, or you're just kind of on your own, if you really feel like you've been kind of abandoned, or like you feel like an outcast, or you feel like you don't belong, you know, it could just be your perception. You know, look around you and see what is available out there, because there's always options. There's always things you can do to change your situation. And some people really do kind of like to wallow. You know, some people really do. That's kind of the way they live their lives. And, you know, it's not a great way to live your life. So if you are feeling like you are, you know, wanting, then do whatever you can to change your situation. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed to ask for help. Okay, I'm just going to look at this a little bit longer because I'm getting, I think there might be some other message here. Another thing I'm getting from this card is also you may be surrounded by people who are like this, you know. You may feel like you're surrounded by people who are just kind of like, woe is me, and all they do is come to you with their problems, and all they do is whine and complain and moan, and you're really kind of sick of it, and you're feeling like a martyr yourself because you're being around them. You know, being around people who are very negative, just, it draws you down. It makes you feel negative. You know, it's not a good energy to be around. So if you're around a lot of people like this, I mean, yeah, if people are asking you for help, if it's a friend, you know, you want to do what you can, but their problems are not your problems, okay? That's the bottom line. You can assist them. You can give them advice. But when, you know, they're trying to drag you down and draw you into all their dramas, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen, because they are ultimately responsible for their own lives as you are responsible for your own life. So, you know, if you have a lot of people around you who are kind of like sapping your energy and making you feel like, oh, like life is just like terrible, get away from it. You know, limit your time with these people. You know, you want to have compassion. Like I said, you want to help people, but ultimately they are responsible for their own lives. You know, if they're adults, if they're children, that's different. But, you know, we're talking about adults here, okay? You know, they're responsible for their own stuff as you are. And so don't allow yourself to get drawn into other people's drama and other people's pity parties, okay? Now, if you pick the final card, the Old English Tarot, you got the Three of Coins in reverse. Coins are pentacles in this deck. And the Three of Coins is all about working. It's about working and doing a really good job and getting noticed for your work. Getting noticed for the work that you have done. Getting credit for the work that you have done. Okay, now let me come in a little closer and look at the picture on this card here. We see this, looks like a peasant, and he's working in a field outside this big castle, the castle of this lord. So he's working for this lord, and perhaps this lord is giving him credit. Perhaps this lord really appreciates his work. You know, in medieval times, You know, you paid a lord to live on their land and to farm and all that sort of thing. And of course, like anything else, like life, like people throughout history, there are, you know, wealthy people who treat, you know, poor people very badly, but there were people who treated them kindly and with compassion. And so this card is a very nice image. You get the impression that this person is kind of contentedly working away at this little farm and enjoying what he does and living a nice life. However, this card was in reverse. And as I've said before many times, I interpret reversals to mean the opposite of this. So this could be that you are not getting credit for your work. You are not getting recognized. You don't feel like you are being recognized for your work. You don't feel like you're being treated fairly. You don't feel like you're getting the recognition that you're due or the credit that you're due. So if that's the case, then, look around for options. Look elsewhere. There's no reason for you to stay. Well, okay. Financial necessity, yes. If you absolutely cannot leave a job because you need to pay your bills and there's no other way you can make ends meet, like you can't afford to quit or to look for another job or to even think about it, then yeah, stay where you are. But if you do have the option, then look into that, because it can really, really drain you. It takes you back into that Five of Pentacles energy, that martyr energy where, my life is terrible. I work for this horrible boss. And, nobody wants to live like that. So look into your options. Look into finding another job. Do some job searching. Look online. Maybe look into going back to school and upgrading your education, upgrading your skills, so that it will enable you to get another job or even start your own business or something like that. Be enterprising, okay? The Three of Coins is very much a card about enterprise. It's about starting out in a new field and working really hard and getting respected and recognized for your work. But as I said, this is in the reverse, so it's indicating that you're not feeling that way. You're not happy with your job. You might even hate your job. You might really, really, really hate your job. Come Monday mornings, you might feel like, oh my God, I can't stand the thought of starting another week. Well, that's the sign that it's the time to look for another job, guys. That's the time that, you need to look into other avenues, because that is no way to live. That is no way to live. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed our You Pick the Card for this week. Sorry about the glare. I can put it up there. That's a little bit better. Okay, so I wish all of you a very happy Easter. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope it's great. Please click the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, I will put the link to my services tab on my website in the description box. Please do go over and take a look. If you enjoy my readings, order a reading from me. I think you would very much enjoy it. And plus, your reading will be much more in-depth and, of course, personalized to you. So all the better, right? Anyway, again, have a wonderful weekend, you guys, and I will see you on Monday for our weekly draw. Ciao for now.